Okay, well, supposedly I'm already transmitting. That is the theory. Behind you can see my husband, who's here now. Anyway, I am going to create a new layer. Remember last time I told you, this time I'm going to tackle the wall, because it's about time. This is going to be very fiddly, and I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Truly, no clue whatsoever, because this is this could be very fiddly. So I don't think I can use, even if I go tiny and I go for a dark brown color, like so. I suppose I could paint it like this. It's going to take forever and a day, really long, but it might not be a good idea to handle it actually. So okay, let's go with this for the time being, shall we? The worst thing that can happen is that you will hate me forever because I've made you waste your time a little bit, but I can live with it. I can certainly live with that. And Martin said to me, "Oh, do you have to be showing yourself on camera all the time? Can you turn it on and off?" And I said, "No, look, I can come here and do." Oh, I'm not there anymore. So now you can hear me and you can see me how I'm working. And probably hear how I'm batting and tapping on my trusty tablet. That's been with me for longer than I can remember. It was one of the first, in 2003, they came into the market so many years ago. It's painful to remember. It really is. But there's no point in hiding it. I've been doing this graphic thing for a long time. I'm running out of things to tell you. This might become a slightly more boring video because this is a rather boring part of the whole thing. So, oh, by the way, we have some new games that I've got today that I'm going to be talking to you about in the not too distant future. I have a quick start guide for a game that's coming up onto Kickstarter very soon. And it comes with an adventure. It has a very interesting system called the tri-core system. By the way, remember to subscribe to the videos. So when I publish that review, you can just get an automatic update without having to be thinking about, oh, when's Paco going to update? When's Paco going to publish this? And spend all your life, or most of it at least, thinking about me and when I'm going to publish a video. Because we all know you do that constantly. Of course you don't. Neither do I. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So anyway, it has a very interesting system, which is based on a 3d10 dice roll, but it's got an element of a pool of dice to it, because you can increase the number of dice you roll by adding aspects of, for example, a weapon. If a weapon is two-handed, then you can add one more. I'm going to show you here again. Hi. You can add a die to the damage it does, or if it's rusty, you can take one die off. So it adds an awful lot of flexibility to the dice pool, which I like. It sounds pretty good. But I will do a proper review soon, the next 3 days, give or take, this week. Coming week. Soon, just subscribe so you can get the notification. That's it. It's not a big deal. And this is taking shape. How is it looking from a distance? Let's take a look. It's always important to take a look from a distance. Okay, it looks like a very jagged line of brown nothing, which is okay because I'm just starting to paint this bit in here, and that's absolutely fine. And then we'll have to add some highlights with the shadows someplace, and then the shadow that will be cast from this direction. Because remember where the light comes from, the light comes from there. Because me doing this on the screen makes so much sense to you, doesn't it? Exactly. I thought that you might appreciate it. Anyway, doesn't matter. appreciate it. I do. And that's the important thing, isn't it? No, of course not. So anyway, what have you been up to? I know that my friend Elisa Fudden is doing some painting class at a convention that she's in at the moment, and my husband's in the back. And I don't know what she's doing. And I mentioned her quite a lot in these videos because I get very inspired by her work and her persona. She's very funny and interesting. And I mention her because without seeing her maps and her videos, I would have never felt compelled to do these videos. But there you go. So you can blame her for which is really unfair to do. But never mind. Okay, we're getting to the end of this little bit in here. By the way, I'm going to redo the floor. I don't know if I told you this, I'm going to redo the whole floor at some point because I'm not all that happy about it. In fact, I am really unhappy about it. So I will be redoing the floor very soon. I'm going to put more texture. I'm going to do these trees as well. I have not forgotten about them. But, you know, I was having a conversation with somebody, I think it was my friend Pablo, recently, about workflow and how he's IT person, he does programming and that sort of completely impossible to grasp things for me, I just can't. And he said that when he starts working, he needs to have a set time to be able to concentrate as much as he has to in order to be able to work and do a batch of work. But if he gets distracted or if he actually cannot be there as in doing whatever long enough, then he's not as productive. And I found that interesting because in my case, I'd rather do a little bit here, a little bit there, working half an hour batches, take a 10 minutes break, work another half an hour, take another 10 minutes break, and work on different things in the image. That's why I haven't finished all the trees, because if I keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, then it becomes boring. Even though I like repetitive work, like this I'm doing now, it's quite repetitive, and doing the trees was very repetitive. But I find it boring if I cannot change and do different things at different times. So hey ho, here you go. This is tricky because I don't want to paint too much on the trees and shadows. Just say, and become very sorry, I'm not bored or anything, but I had a cup of coffee and it's just not working. And I had a nap, but it's not working either. And it's 5:30 in the evening in Spain, and siesta time should be done. But here I am yawning on camera. Thank goodness I have good teeth, so you don't see bad teeth anywhere. Okay, let's do it this way. Can you see how I try different things for the wall? I first thought I was going to do a brick wall, more homogeneous shape, bricks. But I really found this so bad. And I thought, oh God, I would probably want to kill myself if I kept doing this, because it's too boring, too rigid. And I thought, I'm going to try making stones. And I tried making stones that at the beginning were also a bit too rigid, as you can see here. And then little by little, I started to do something a bit less, more varied and interesting and stone-like. And let's see how this ends up looking, because I have never, painted stones like this before, or like any other. So this is going to be a very interesting challenge for me, because when I have this texture down around the whole wall, I have to think about what I'm going to do there and how it's going to be changed and created so it makes sense as a wall. Okay. I think my husband is about to leave. Oh, husband. He's gone now. So now I can swear. Don't want to swear. Okay, so we have the gone to done. Like that, and I come back to 100%. Now I'm going to try with much lighter brown, even smaller brush. Dotting around to create, oops, what am I doing? Back up. To create some highlights in the stones, but I'm going to do less opacity. Remember that the light comes from here, so this is where the light is going to be coming from. Okay. Before I continue doing this, which is going to be extremely laborious. Because I'm not really applying this to every stone. This is going to be super duper laborious. That's fine. It's all for you. So you can see how I do it. Maybe it will help you. I mean, I would like to know if you people, you are using any of these, or if you would like me to try something or learn how to do something so I can tell you how I've done it. Because I'm just going with my instinct, which may not be working very well for me. Let me turn the fan off. Okay. Because I can hear the on the microphone all the time. I don't like it. I find that irritating. Okay. A little bit. So here. The interesting thing about this is that I have to be changing a little bit the direction of the highlight, depending on where the light is hitting the wall. And I have to keep that very, very much in mind. And I shouldn't do the highlights, I suppose, very uniform, because not every stone is going to have the same height. So I need to be careful with that as well. But so far, this is I'm going to add texture to these rooftops, I've decided. Make them adobe or something like that. I don't know what I'll do with them, but they need to be textured. For sure. For sure. This is going to be, by the time finished, it is going to be one of those tasks when you say, I don't ever want to have to draw a stone again, ever in my life. I reckon, because, yeah, this is going to be so tedious. And I don't know if you're ever going to want to watch this. But if you do, I appreciate it. I love you being there. Seriously. And that way. You can tell I'm getting bored because now I'm not talking too much. That's the way it works. That is exactly how it works. If I get bored, I talk a lot less. Way less. So you might be wishing I'm bored more often. By the way, I wish you could let me know when half an hour is gone. Half an hour gone already? Let's take a quickie lookie. No, 2 minutes. This is fine. Yeah, I need to learn how to use Twitch. I tried Twitch not long ago, and my issue with it is that it didn't come up. Nothing happened. Because nothing happened, I was really irritated, and I didn't like it. But apparently Twitch is the platform to be when you want to stream videos. That's where all the cool kids are. Which maybe means I'm not going to be welcome there because I'm everything except cool. So, I'm not everything, but I'm a few things. I'm just not a cool kid. Kid at all anymore in my age. Well, can you imagine? Sorry about that. I got second one of the day. I'm sorry. I promise I will try to sleep better. I don't know. I slept okay. I think probably because I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to take off my CPAP. Yes, I wear CPAP at night. A CPAP hour with machine to aid your respiration while you sleep, because you have apneas, or in my case something called RABAS or Rabas syndrome. I don't know how to pronounce it. So anyway, I don't breathe very well at night while I sleep, so I have to use this machine. And believe me, the changes. And be bloody believable. It's surreal. It really is surreal. You sleep so much better. I used to fall asleep at the wheel of my car whenever I traveled for long distances. And now I can just have a cup of coffee and I deal with siesta time really well, which is quite reassuring because it means that I'm not going to kill anybody by crushing my car against theirs, which would be rather tragic, and I don't want that to happen to anyone, almost anyone. So anyway, what have you been playing recently? Have you played any indie, cool, different kind of weird games. So I'd love to hear all that sort of thing. I love a digital. This is actually looking better than I thought it was going to look. I wasn't very hopeful, but this is not looking too bad. Which is quite a relief. This is going to take me so long to do. By the time I've done this, the video will be over, and I will need to think about when I'm going to catch a train to go down home, because right now I'm in the studio, and the studio is not where I live. It's a few miles out of town. Very easy to reach by train, don't get me wrong, but it's not in town. When are you going to visit? You should visit. I don't know, the town where the studio is just a town. The town has nothing in it. But Valencia, which is where I live, is an absolutely world-class city. Truly stunning architecture, and really stunning architecture, and loads of history. Great beaches. The weather is fantastic most year round. It's just beautiful. I love living here. People are quite kind. So you should visit at some point. If you're going to have a vacation or a holiday, please let me know, and we can hang out and hang out, and we can play games if you want to. You can come here and we can record some videos with your games, and I can show you the city and take you to some cool restaurants where you can eat the most delicious paella ever, and it will be the real thing, not any, imitation that they try to sell you as paella anywhere else. Because the original paella had water rat in it. Rat from a little place called La Albufera, which is a man-made freshwater lake where people here do grow rice, specific rice that's used for paella, which is very excellent. And the thing is that because it's a peasant's dish, they used to use that water rat, which is bigger than the standard rat, but also cleaner because it's not in the sewer, it's in the countryside. So it's like a guinea pig, but a little bit bigger. That's barely ever used anymore, I have to say. So nowadays, the real paella has chicken, or was meant to have rabbit and snails. Don't pull that face. Snails are delicious. You just need to know how to prepare them. But snails with tomato sauce, it's or chamomile sauce. It's absolutely delicious. So don't dish it just because they are all gooey. They don't like at all like that. To have snails, you have to clean them. You feed them first with flour, and they eat the flour, and the flour will essentially clean them inside. So they get rid of all the poo, so you don't have to eat that. And then you have to wash them in several rinses of water to get rid of all the goo, and then you cook them. And when you cook them, they become chewier. It's quite meatier, and they are delicious, and they're fun to eat because you have to be playing with your food. You have to take them over the shell, which is, I don't know, it's quite fun. When I was a kid, it was one of the things we were allowed to play with our food, and that was excellent. That was really good fun. So no, don't dish snails off. They are quite a delicacy if they're properly prepared. So I hope when you come you'll want to try them, because I'm certainly would love to. So look forward to seeing what you have to say about them. True. This is so tedious. Tell you what. This is looking good. I'm not going to bore you with this because this is just boring as hell. So I'm going to stop this transmission now, and I will get back to you tomorrow when this is all done, so you don't have to suffer with me. Okay? Of course I don't mind, because I love you. And that way I can prepare the RPG video for today. I'll talk to you soon.